Hello, Taurus, and welcome to this, your April 1st through April 15th reading and predictions. A very warm welcome to each and every one of you. I have a special request. If you wouldn't mind watching this video all the way through until the end, there are two reasons for this. First of all, I'm not yet monetized, so I could use the watch hours. And secondly, at the very end of this video, I am going to be pulling yes, no cards. So if you do have a question that requires a yes, no answer and you're willing to put your trust into the cards, watch all the way until the end. All right, Taurus, how's everyone feeling? We've just come through the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere. We've come through a really powerful lunar eclipse, full moon. We are moving into a full solar eclipse. Oh, yeah, and there's some kind of comet that's going to affect us as well. So, how's everyone feeling? The last reading that I did for you, covering the time frame March 15th through March 31st, excuse me, the cards showed that you were stepping up and stepping into your power. I'm going to have a coughing fit here. You had the Hermit twice. The Hermit is asking you to go within. And the cards indicated that the answers that you were seeking were all around you. They were being given to you by family, by friends, by supportive ones. But ultimately, the answers were also within you, Taurus. But in order to access them, you needed to go deeply within with that Hermit. Tap into who you are. Let's see where you're at now. Let's start pulling some cards. We're going to start off here with the Everyday Witch. This is my little itty bitty cards. They're so small. All right, for Taurus, where's Taurus at now? Oh, we have the Four of Swords. Four of Swords is the card that I like to call the Little Hermit. And I think that you guys have heard me say that before. Little Hermit or Quiet Hermit. This is about going within. So it does look like you are being called to continue whatever practice you've put into place, Taurus, to go within, to support yourself, self-care, meditation, yoga, long walks, hugging trees, whatever it looks like for you, Taurus. You are being called to continue that practice with this Four of Swords. This is the card of go within. You'll notice on the card, let me just turn this off for a moment. It's still not going to be very good lighting, but on this card, the character is laying down on her back quite comfortably in a meditative state, going within, seeking answers from herself and from the universe. Going on to the other card of where you are at now, Taurus, is the number 13 card of the Major Arcana. This is the Death card. Now, in some of the decks, it's not called the Death card. It goes by several different names. And the reason it goes by several different names is this card has absolutely nothing to do with physical death of the physical body. This card has everything to do with transformation, of changing yourself, of recreating yourself. And the only way that we can recreate ourselves and become something new is to allow the old aspects of ourselves to die off. So this card is saying, Taurus, right now, as we leave March and we enter April, it is the perfect time for you to spend some time in quiet contemplation and meditation and learn what aspects of yourself are no longer working for you. Let go of those so that you can recreate yourself in the image that you would like to be putting out there. Let's face it, we all wear masks. I don't know why this is coming up right now. Oh my goodness, we're going to go down this road. My guides, and I'm having this download. Taurus, the Four of Swords coming up next to the Death card is about you recreating yourself, recreating the image that you are putting out to the world. Let's face it, we all wear masks. And we change our masks throughout the day, depending on who we're facing. We get pulled over by the cops. We put on a mask. You know, oops, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. Okay. With our family and friends, we may put on that mask of feeling happy, even when we're not feeling happy inside. I mean, Taurus, we wear masks. This is an opportunity for you to look at the masks that you've been wearing and change them. And I want to say that when we do this work consciously, right? A lot of us are wearing masks unconsciously. But when we do this work consciously and we look at the masks, we look at who we are putting out into the world, when we have the opportunity to do that, we learn a lot about ourselves and we grow exponentially. It's actually a really beautiful process because it allows us to become more authentic. And when we are more authentic, guess what? We attract the people, places, and things that are most in alignment with what we actually want. When we're putting out masks, we are being inauthentic and we may be attracting things that we don't want. And then we go, oh my gosh, why did I attract that into my life? I totally didn't want that. So, this is your opportunity, Taurus, to authentically attract what you want by putting on perhaps a less complex mask. Let's face it, you're probably still going to have some kind of mask out there, but this is your opportunity to like really dig deep. I can't go into it anymore than that. I'm kind of in a funny position. There we go. That card flipped out and I didn't want it going on the floor. All right. We're going to take a look at what you're focusing on, but I really feel like one of the things that's going to come up is one of the things you're focusing on is recreating yourself. Who do you want to put out into the world? Who are you? Transform yourself. You have an opportunity to transform yourself right now. Ah, your card flipped all the way over there. Okay, you have the Six of Pentacles. This is the Karma card. And you have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is an extremely positive card. It doesn't matter which way you put it out there. It is the card of establishing a new business, a new partnership, new endeavor. And this is a card that indicates that whatever it is that you're putting out into the world right now is going to be successful. Um, Successfully completing something, including the transformation of yourself and who you're putting out into the world. I want to go back to the Four of Swords and the Death card just one more time, very quickly. This is also about boundaries. When we've been wearing masks for a long time, we may be wearing masks because we're not willing to put up the boundaries that we need to put up. They're very firm boundaries against someone. So, we're sitting there and we're demurely smiling, even though inside we're burning a hole inside our own stomachs because we're so angry at the other person. So, the Four of Swords and the Death card and these masks, this is about becoming someone new, transforming into someone new, and, putting up those boundaries and just saying, you know what? I've sat here for many, many years and I've smiled, but I'm not smiling anymore. I don't like what you're saying. That's boundaries. Six of Pentacles, like I said, is the Karma card. This is the card of if you can afford to give of your time, your money, your efforts, then please do so. This is the card that is also if you cannot afford to give, if you are in a place of need, then ask. Unfortunately, we have shamed people who need a food bank from time to time. There's no shame in that. That's what this card is saying. So begin to create the balance in your life of giving and taking is one of the things that you're focusing on. And as I mentioned as well, this Four of Wands, really positive card, indicates success in whatever it is that you're putting out there. Let's go to difficult influences. Difficult influences and challenges for Taurus. And that one's going on the floor. Oops. Pick it up in just a second. Okay, so it looks like we have just one card coming out in difficult influences for you here, Taurus, and that will be the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is the moment to moment card. Anytime we come across a two in the tarot, it is about needing to make a decision. This card in particular is about needing to make a decision and staying present, not making the decision unconsciously. Be in the present moment to make a decision and then take the necessary steps. You can see by the character on the card, take the necessary steps, one step ahead, two steps ahead, step on the pebbles, the stepping stones in order to achieve what you want. This card is in your difficult influences, Taurus. That means that you may be in a place right now where you're jumping to conclusions, you're jumping at decisions, you're making rash decisions, decisions not based on the transformation that you are looking to make, decisions not made on tapping into your own best inner knowing. Okay. So part of the reason that we watch tarot is to see what is coming down the pipes at us based on the current trajectory of our lives, based on the current decisions that we're making. Okay. We have free will to change that. So this Taurus is asking you to step back, Four of Swords, before making a decision. But once you make a decision, take the necessary steps forward towards that goal. Let's do messages from the universe. Messages the universe wants Taurus to hear at this time. Okay. All right, Taurus. Your message from the universe is everyone has value. This card speaks volumes when the Six of Pentacles also comes out. It's that recognition that as we move through our lives, everyone at some point in time experiences a period in their lives where they need help, support, whether that support is financial support, whether that support is physical support, psychological support, emotional support, whatever it may be. Everybody reaches that point in their lives, and with this karma card coming up, don't sit in judgment, but balance the scales as well. Light bulb, light bulb, light bulb. What's coming in for me, Taurus, is that for some of you, not a lot. For some of the Taurus out there, there has been this take, take, take. There has been almost a looking down their nose at people who are in need. And this is for the minority, a small minority of the Taurans out there. And so the message for those Taurans is everybody has value. Sooner or later, everybody has need. And to really, really create the balance of give and take in the world. For the vast majority of you Taurans out there, this everyone has value card is because you guys have been giving too much. You guys have been give, 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 give. And I think that's why at the last minute, while I was reading this Four of Swords and the Death card here, it came up really, really strongly that boundary setting is part of your path in your journey right now. Everyone has value, and that includes you, Taurus. And it's okay to give. Six of Pentacles. But it's also okay to receive, and it's okay to practice self care, and it's okay to have boundaries. And I just get the sense that some of you Taurans needed to hear that right now. Let's move into your unexpected. Where are we going for unexpected? We're going back over here to the everyday witch. Unexpected. Oh, shoot. That one's on the floor. Okay. Oh my. Oh my goodness. Taurus. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. The order that these cards came out, you have the Tower in your unexpected. The Tower is one of the cards that most people don't like to see in a reading. The reason being is because the Tower indicates that there are unexpected changes that are coming down the pipes, and there's not a whole lot we can do about it. About the only thing we can do when the Tower appears is go into that place of acceptance that the only constant in life is change. Because the Tower coming up in your unexpected is indicating that there is an unexpected change coming down the pipes at you. The positive side of the Tower is that the unexpected change that's coming down the pipes at you is actually going to bring you good things. Might be from setting boundaries or having a lack of boundaries. I don't know the reasons why, but you got the Tower. Anticipate change, rather drastic change coming up for you, Taurus. But as I mentioned, there are positives that come out of the Tower card, and that would be the King of Cups. King of Cups is an emotional king. So whatever's coming down the pipes at you with this Tower card is probably something emotional, something near and dear to your heart. But the King of Cups also represents a character who comes into our lives for the purposes of supporting us emotionally. This may be a friend or a family member who's there for you, who will help you through, who will support you emotionally. It may also be advice that you are getting from someone that's really, really coming from their heart. That's in your unexpected. So, some point during early to mid-April, there's a good chance that there's going to be some kind of unexpected change or shift, but someone's going to be there for you and they're going to help you and support you. You have the Six of Cups coming in next. Six of Cups is the card of nostalgia. It is the card of remembering the past whilst wearing rose-colored glasses. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, unless, of course, remembering the past with fondness and rose-colored glasses causes us to call an ex in the middle of the night. That's the downside of this card, right? There's nothing wrong with remembering the past with fondness, Taurus. So by all means, dip into that. Dip your toes in that water. But if there's a temptation, even a remote temptation on your part to call an ex in the middle of the night or to return to something in the past that was not serving your highest good, you're probably going to want to go back to this King of Cups and call that friend in the middle of the night instead and get some support and some help to ensure that you're not, you know, seeing the past too fondly. Finally, you have the Devil coming out in your unexpected. The Devil is a card of ego. He is the card of temptation. He is the card of perhaps an offer that's too good to be true might be put on the table. So watch out for that. Taurus, you have the Death card coming up. You are changing yourself. You're transforming yourself. I also saw you removing masks, layers of masks, and putting up some really firm, strong boundaries with the people that are around you. I see you balancing the scales of justice and karma with this card. I do see an overall good outcome with this Four of Wands. But the universe is definitely throwing a few curveballs at you with this Tower and the Devil coming in. So watch for some unexpected change. Watch for an offer that's too good to be true. And definitely lean on your friends if you need to. And I think that this King of Cups coming in with the Tower is this karma card. Don't be afraid to call on your friends, lean on your friends, ask for help, ask for support. Because with both the Tower and the Devil coming in, you might need a little bit of extra support at this time. And there's nothing wrong with that. Don't be ashamed. Oh, this is heavy stuff. Let's move into your final general overall outcome, and then we'll go into your yes, no. All right. Let's take a look at your cards. Okay. Beautiful outcome, actually. After really difficult cards coming up in your unexpected Taurus, you actually have some good cards. Really nice outcome predicted here. You have the Moon. The Moon is about reminding you that everything that you are going through with the Tower and the Devil, the Death card, everything you're going through is a cycle or a phase, and it is something that you need to experience, but it's going to help you to level up. It's actually going to be really, really beautiful in the end. It is a cycle or a phase. When you can put that little nugget of knowledge that, okay, what I'm going through really sucks, but it is a cycle or a phase. It's something I need to go through because I am learning lessons right now. When you can look at it from that perspective, all of a sudden things change. Now, the moon also has another meaning, and the moon has the other meaning that someone in your midst may not be being as honest as you think they are being. I'm going to bring up the Devil card again. Devil card is about temptation, going into a place of ego, perhaps having an offer put on the table that's too good to be true. And you have that confirmation here with the moon. So heads up with that. Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is a good card. Seven of Pentacles is a card of planting new seeds and new beginnings. Remember what I said over here with you changing, taking masks off, reforming yourself. This is the card of planting those seeds and nurturing them, really nurturing yourself. You have the Hierophant. This is one of my favorite cards. The Hierophant causes us to look at the institutions around us and the belief systems that we've held for a really long time and decide whether they're right for us or not. And your final card is the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is kind of like angels singing from the heavens. I have arrived. I'm leveling up. I got through this. It was a really tough time, but I got through this. And I'm meeting someone, and I have all of my family around me or friends around me to support me. And I'm okay financially, and my life is good. That's what this card means. And this is the final card of your reading, Taurus, which is great. I'm going to go back to the Hierophant one just really, really quickly in case you haven't heard my spiel on the Hierophant. The Hierophant is looking at the institutions that we're raised under. The institutions that raised us are family, society, religion, education, workplace. All of these things have helped to form who we are today as we sit here watching this video. But some of those belief systems that our family gave us, that the religious institutions gave us, that educational institutions gave us, don't resonate with us. I am going to just put it out there as a hypothetical. Okay. One of the belief systems, the deeply held belief systems for the vast majority of the 8 billion people on the planet, not everybody, but the vast majority, is that humans are monogamous creatures, that we are intended to find our partners in our late teens or early 20s and then spend the rest of our lives with that person. Does that resonate, Taurus? If it resonates, great. If it doesn't resonate, dig deeper. What's in there? What doesn't resonate? And are you willing to go against that deeply held institutional belief system? That is the work of the Hierophant. Now, I'm not saying that, Taurus, you need to explore monogamy. Maybe you are very firm in your belief system and you get that. I'm using that purely as an example of the deep work of the Hierophant. Overall, a good reading, Taurus. You do have some work to do. You do have some boundary setting. You do have some transformation that's going to be happening. Watch out for this devil. But overall, a great outcome. 10 of Pentacles, Hierophant outcome. Yeah. And definitely nurture yourself, self-care, and nurture the seeds that you're planting right now. Okay. Take a deep breath. Ask your yes/no question, Taurus. And I'm just going to shuffle until we have a card. We need one card for Taurus. There we go. Taurus, in response to your question, the answer is please reconsider. Reconsider. Okay, Taurus, thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end and helping me to get monetized. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you. Please consider hitting that like button and subscribing. And as always, if you would like to have a private consultation with me, my contact details are all down below. Thank you so much, everyone.